The year is 1614. Picture Japan, a land of samurai, shoguns, and shifting alliances. For almost a century, Japan was ravaged by civil war. Powerful feudal lords, the daimyo, clashed in a brutal struggle for power. But the tides were turning. Enter Tokugawa Ieyasu, a cunning strategist and ruthless leader. He unified Japan under his iron fist. The Tokugawa shogunate was born. From the capital of Edo, present-day Tokyo, the shogun ruled supreme. Ieyasu brought an end to the chaos. But this new era came with a price. The daimyo, once all-powerful, were now kept in check. Their autonomy was curtailed. Their movements were restricted. Among them was Date Masamune, the ambitious one-eyed dragon of Sendai. Date Masamune, a name whispered in both fear and admiration. He was a brilliant military strategist, a fierce warrior who lost an eye to smallpox as a child. But Masamune was more than just a warrior. He was a visionary. He saw the changing world beyond Japan's shores. Masamune understood the importance of trade. He dreamt of connecting his domain to the world. He saw the wealth the Spanish galleons brought from the Americas. He wanted a piece of that action. He yearned to build bridges, not walls. But there was a problem. Japan was isolating itself. The shogunate was wary of foreign influence, particularly Christianity. Masamune needed a plan, a way to navigate the shogun's suspicions. Masamune found his opportunity in the Keicho embassy. He proposed a mission to establish trade with Spain through its colony of New Spain, which we know today as Mexico. The shogun, albeit reluctantly, agreed. Masamune entrusted this mission to a trusted retainer, the samurai Hasekura Tsunenaga. In 1613, Hasekura and his crew of over 180 samurai, merchants, and sailors set sail from Sendai. They embarked on a journey into the unknown. Their vessel, the San Juan Bautista, a galleon built by Japanese shipwrights, but incorporating European shipbuilding techniques. Their voyage was fraught with peril. Storms battered the ship, supplies dwindled, but after months at sea, they spotted land. They had arrived in Acapulco, Mexico. Stepping ashore, Hasekura and his samurai found themselves in a world vastly different from their own. The sights, sounds, and smells of this new land were unlike anything they had ever experienced. The people, their customs, their language, it was all a whirlwind of the unfamiliar. Hasekura, ever the diplomat, adapted quickly. He learned Spanish. He embraced the local customs. He met with the Viceroy of New Spain, presenting him with gifts from Japan. Hasekura spoke of his master's desire for trade and friendship. The Viceroy received Hasekura warmly, intrigued by these travelers from a distant land. Hasekura's mission was a success, at least for now. Hasekura's journey was far from over. From Mexico, he sailed across the Atlantic, bound for Spain. He was granted an audience with King Philip III himself. The samurai, clad in his finest robes, presented the king with gifts and a letter from Date Masamune, requesting a trade agreement. From Spain, Hasekura journeyed to Rome. He met with Pope Paul V, a pivotal moment in his journey. The Pope received him with curiosity and respect, intrigued by this Japanese nobleman who had traveled so far. Hasekura's travels through Europe were a testament to his adaptability and his commitment to his mission. He navigated the complexities of European courts, leaving a lasting impression wherever he went. Unbeknownst to Hasekura, the political landscape of Japan was changing. Christianity, once tolerated, was now seen as a threat to the shogunate's power. The shogun, Tokugawa Hidetada, Ieyasu's son and successor, began to crack down on the burgeoning religion. Edicts were issued, churches were destroyed, Japanese Christians were persecuted. The shogunate was determined to maintain control and saw Christianity's growing influence as a direct challenge. Word of these events reached Hasekura in Europe, casting a long shadow over his mission. In 1620, after 7 long years, Hasekura returned to Japan. He had traveled across the world, met kings and popes, and accomplished what he had set out to do. But he returned to a country that had closed itself off. The shogunate, wary of foreign influence, received him coldly. His tales of the outside world, once met with curiosity, were now met with suspicion. Hasekura's dream of a Japan open to trade and cultural exchange was fading. He died a few years later, his mission seemingly forgotten. Hasekura Tsunenaga's story faded into obscurity, known only through scattered historical records. His journey, once a testament to Japan's ambition, was overshadowed by the country's isolation. However, in the centuries that followed, his story was rediscovered. Scholars pieced together his incredible journey, recognizing him as a pioneer of cultural exchange. Hasekura's story serves as a reminder of a time when Japan looked outward, embracing the world and its possibilities. Hasekura Tsunenaga's legacy lives on, not just in Japan, but also in Mexico. His voyage marked the beginning of a transoceanic relationship. Though formal relations were cut short, a cultural exchange had begun. Today, centuries later, the bond between Japan and Mexico thrives. Cultural exchanges, economic partnerships, and shared history all serve as a testament to that initial journey across the Pacific. Hasekura Tsunenaga, the forgotten samurai, stands as a symbol of the enduring power of cultural exchange and the bridges that can be built even across vast oceans.